Welcome back. We're here to do the Karmic third-party update. Yes, we cover this weekly. If you do want this content ahead of the crowd, you can go through to our YouTube membership. Now, what am I seeing coming through for the Karmic this week? This is quite on par with Venus retrograde. I'm getting two stories coming through with this energy this week, and I'll show you the main deck of the cards, main reading. And here's the crowning energy, and we'll have some close-up views. Psychically, what I'm saying is this individual is going into their heart space. And I do really believe psychically it was shown to me that this person, they're mentioning three. And I feel probably over the last 3 to 4 months, this has been a circumstance inside their love life that they've been doing some deep reflection. They've been very much left and right. I do particularly feel it's almost like they're having to be honest with themselves with the circumstance. There is a little bit of nostalgia. For some, this could be a blast from the past coming back. I do feel in the context of the karmic connection, wherever they're at, they're really looking at who they are versus who they can become, if they can be this energy inside the connection, if it feels it resonates with them. I do feel, again, that they're getting a lot of clarity from their past. There's a lot of reflection. They could be turning in towards their tribe. It could be a locational issue. They may not have had the support of family around them. It might have been a dream that they had that they wanted to be parents. Again, there's some information from the past coming through, and I do feel they're discovering some things, and it is going to open up some horizons for them. Again, I do feel that it's funny. It's almost acting like a Mercury retrograde, and I really did predict that back at the beginning of the month. I was really saying, especially last month with Pluto moving back into Capricorn, it would act a little bit like a retrograde and a Venus retrograde more so. And these will be very old individuals, old situations cropping up in our life. So I feel this is really amplifying it. Look, initially, I do think this person is quite in a high vibe. Very reflective, really going inside their mind and reflecting upon what's going to be correct for themselves. There is this notion that they're looking at these bold opportunities that could be huge potentials for them, but there's something in the dark, and they're going into their heart space, and they feel they need to branch out. They feel they need to, open up their heart space. But I do feel this is in relationship to a different individual. I do feel they're still quite focused in the karmic cycle within the connection. But I'm getting this vibe that they're going to have a candid conversation. If I pause the camera, the audio, it's because I have a chest infection. Okay, what have we got? Yeah. I'm getting the daisy again, and I think that came up last week. It was like, they love me not. But they're not understanding it. It's coming back to themselves. It's like, okay, regardless of X, Y, and Z, left or right, how directly do you feel? And I feel they're kind of missing the point. In their heart space, they're having this opening, they're having this heart chakra activation. There could be some deep dives that they're going into in relationship to relationships. The dreams, the beliefs, what they wanted versus what they got, where they are right now. There is this lack mentality they're looking at. And it does sort of feel as though they're kind of looking to the future, and they're feeling as though there's not much on offer. They do feel quite stuck in the mix. It's almost like this is as good as it gets. There's a lot of sacrifices for some reason that are, in their mind, are being required of them. I do feel also they're being very hard on themselves. Comparing themselves to siblings, comparing themselves to others. And, I do feel some friendships maybe are viewing them as a very happy person, and, they're very blessed to have what they're having. There could be a lot of projection that they're pushing out in the world at this point in time. Yeah, definitely. Projection towards twin. They don't have a lot of trust in themselves at this point. I do feel another energy surrounding them. Now, this energy may just be merely a memory of the one that got away and things that didn't go according to plan, and that patterns are repeating inside of connections. But because of relationships, point blank zero, potentially even how this come about, there is a question mark in the mix. I feel they're being guided to relax, but they're choosing not to. What's going on below the surface is not matching what's, shown on the surface. I'm noticing the foundation, there's a heart, and it's funny because it's actually the heart chakra is really near the abdomen area, which is a lot of inner child, almost the Leo energy is the inner child. I'm hearing the Demi Lovato song. They're having confidence issues with the way they're looking. Typical Venus retrograde, isn't it fun? Yeah, to do with wellness, routine, the things they do. They're not feeling their, vibrational self. They're really questioning at the moment. They could be spending quite a lot. Hiding it from counterpart. I do feel something has gone down to cause this. There could be a social event as well. Okay. They're making reference to the fact that they do want this. Something in the connection isn't sitting right for them. How it's supposed to look, where it should be, is not what they feel it should be. It almost feels to them that they're being put in a friendship zone. Some of them could be turning in towards a friend, and it could become more. And I'm noticing them make a decision, but they're really trying to avoid it. It's like they're living in two worlds. Now, the two worlds can be the dream state of what something really is versus what it is. But the other message I'm getting is, communicating potentially with an individual of the past, feeling quite connected, but really not making a decision either way. They do feel as though they're in between two worlds. They don't believe that they can have everything in one connection. Interesting. Those of you that are in communication with your twin, and it's very open, maybe, and some people, I'll be honest with you, some people actually are friends with the karmic. You do always need to be careful with whomever you're dealing with, how you deal with them, how much information you give them. But there are some that very much are, and I'm noticing the 41 here. And this could be for some of you, those of you in communication with this individual. This person does have a bugbear about you. Even though they might keep you close, they might ask help from you. This person might be wanting to reach out and give you an olive leaf. Only you can decide whether that is something you would want to do. This person wants something from you. I'm hearing the term chalk and cheese. There's both of you are very different. Okay, this individual, even if this individual is somebody who's already broken up with counterpart, these, for some of us, can be people from the past coming back, trying to resurrect the dead, metaphorically, trying to block the path, maybe being a friend to you. I would say this week, be very careful. I do feel this person is maneuvering shifty business. Can't wait to look at Divine Masculine's read and see how that's playing out, and with Divine Feminine. I hope you join us for that. The reunion card is here. This person is aware that the union between the twins is coming. This person's feeling very anxious. This person's not giving up, even though if they go inside their hearts, they know this isn't true. They know this connection potentially isn't for them. And it's quite funny because a lot of the cards are actually looking to the past. So could it be that these individuals are twins? For some, it can be. Sometimes we do at a point in our path attract another twin, potentially not our own. This could be a soulmate energy for some, where the individual, again, they are looking to the past. I'm noticing the peacock feathers. A lot of the members have been seeing a lot of peacock feathers over the last few months. And it's the royalty. But again, the spiritual energy is, we even do find in European cultures that when we have the eye there, it's the eye of protection. But look where the eyes are looking to the past. This person wants a reconciliation. I'm noticing the death lilies, noticing the emotions, and this person's very adamant. Yeah, it's almost like this is their tribe, this is their family, this was their calling. Even though it appears to be, from two cards that I've seen in this, it's like there's no new chapter here. It might be closing an old one, but there's no new chapter. I really, really feel you need to be cautious this week. I do feel this person could be coming in towards both parties. This person could be trying to put a spanner in the works. This also, for some of you, can be a friend. I do feel this person has inner child work to do. They do have immense potential. I feel they're not really, they're being true to themselves. So it's about them. It's not about anybody else. And look, is that healthy? Yes, it is. But we also need to look at things from that point of view of where people are coming from. Is this in my higher good? Is this for my benefit? Because I feel this person is operating from a point of view of their benefit. And it's not really taking into consideration the other energies around. Do we have to at times? Yes, obviously. It's a little bit like looking at a business and saying, yeah, this will work, yet nobody wants it as a product, so to speak. Well, we're kind of going in, we're angels fair to trade, so we need to be quite honest with ourselves with circumstances. I do feel there is jealousy being projected towards both twins. I feel this person in the mix is really staring, and I do feel you can do a energy protection on you. You could spiritually do a cord cutting. This person may be coming back to make amends. Just keep in your awareness of what's going on. I do feel they're trying to come back to rework it. Those that are in a karmic relationship, the message that's been shown to me is that they are communicating with another individual of the past and they're on the fence, but they're planning their exit. Take care, and I'll see you next week for our weekly update. If you do want this content ahead of the crowd and more, we do cover the element reads and soul coaching and super chats within our members hub. See you next week.